Hi there, it's me, Camila Rose, and we're back for another video. We are going to do new moon readings, and so let's do our new moon reading, for the sign of the hour, Scorpio. Let's see what's coming up. New moon energy for Scorpio. Let's see what we've got going on for you. What's coming up for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can see all of my new videos. And let's see what we get. Scorpio new moon for Scorpios. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. I feel like this is a repetitive moment for you Scorpios. You've been getting a lot of messages around balance and investments, and in making sure that what you are putting in, you are getting out equal. We love that for you. We get the Three of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so there may be a partnership or a third party situation coming to an end. You may be finishing up some classes. Oh yeah, okay, well, I was gonna say you're finishing up classes or something like that. Whoever this mentorship is, whatever this third party situation is, that was imbalanced, mind you, because that's what you're working on with this, is ending because you need to leave this situation that was not good for you, so that you can head into the light, so you can head into the sun. Literally, we have this Six of Swords. It was leaving you in a pretty dark space. Like you were having some pretty negative thoughts. You were having a lot of sadness, maybe leaning towards depression, but probably sadness, a lot of racing thoughts, things like that. Just not in the greatest space. And it's time for you to, you got to get out of this situation in order to be able to get into a better space mentally, for your mental health. A space where you get a little bit more recognition for the things that you do, and for the services that you provide. And you're going to be spending a little bit of time on your own, doing some self-reflection. I feel like, Scorpio, you've gotten nothing but talking about self-reflection, spending time on your own, sharing your gifts with others, all that stuff. So this is pretty par on course for you. But it's definitely time for you, if there is a situation, a third party situation, whether you're in a business contract with someone, if you're mentoring with someone, you're teaching, anything where you've gotten someone who's coming in and been trying to help out, or you've been working with somebody trying to help them out, if it's been not a great space for your mental health, it's time for that to go. You gotta let that one go. Spend some time by yourself. Get back into order with things. Seven of Swords. There may have been some dishonesty going on in this situation. It also may have placed you. I kind of get a little bit of a paranoia vibe sometimes when I get the Seven of Swords, where it's you're constantly having to watch your back or be prepared for the worst, or try to see what they could be doing. What they could be doing to, set you up in the future or something like that. It's really preparing, because there's been a lot of dishonesty in this situation. This was not a healthy situation that was going on here, Scorpio. We have a King of Chalices in reverse. So this may be somebody who is very cold, very emotionally unavailable, very, maybe more self-centered, much more worried about their own well-being. That's Six of Pentacles, things not being the way that they should be, things not being in balance. And then Knight of Chalices. And so this is an interesting cards to get right next to each other. It's someone who is a little bit emotionally unavailable and not really reaching out or trying to connect emotionally, with a Knight of Chalices. So this could be the same person who's does a push and pull. They're cold and then they're hot. They're cold and then they're hot. Or it could be two different people. I do kind of get a little bit of that manipulation energy coming from this Knight of Pentacles, King of Chalices in reverse, and then a Knight of Chalices coming right back at it, which just is why you're feeling like you have to kind of prepare for the worst all the time. Is because you never know who you're going to get. And a part of this is leaning into a little bit of that Six of Chalices energy, holding on to warm memories of how things used to be. I'm assuming that this situation, this used to be this person, or you, if the Knight of Chalices is you, if this Chalice energy, this Knight and King energy is you, you used to be firmly in this King of Chalices space where, yeah, you did really care about this situation. You really cared about these people. You really cared about this person. And now it's like, because of the difficulties that you've encountered here, and a little bit of a sense of betrayal, or being locked out, being pushed out, not being included as much in the project, or being seen and valued in this partnership. Now you're kind of hot and cold. Sometimes you're in and you're out because you don't know what's going to happen, and you're trying to just prepare for the worst. So it could read both ways. It really just depends on where you find yourself at in this Six of Pentacles energy. Are you the person who has all the resources and people constantly have their hand out and they're asking you for support? Or are you the one who's constantly asking for support and not really getting it, or having there be ties and stipulations and all these other things attached to it, when you feel like, at least, that you just need a little help. You just need a little love, a little support, a little investment. Your next card is the Tower card. So there's a revelation coming. This is an intense new moon for you, Scorpio. I hope you're doing okay. We get the Tower card. So there's a revelation about, I think, being in your power, but also there could be support coming in from someone who is much more generous with their time and their energy. It sparks a new, a new passion within you, and leads to like some feelings of some competition. I think some questioning around like where you're putting that time and that energy. That Five of Swords with a Seven of Swords, like the revelation around this thing that falls apart, which I think is just this whole situation. It reaches its culminating point and it falls apart. And there's either someone who's coming in who's going to be very supportive and that's going to show you that, like, the foolishness you've been dealing with, you have not needed to do that. There are people who will openly, like, take your hand and help you and support you if you allow them to. And this makes you feel that excitement you've been missing, that fire that you've been missing. But I think also there's a part of this that's saying that, like, I'm worth Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm worth consistency and stability and investment. And through this change, it's not like a closing, which I think is really interesting. It doesn't seem like this energy here that's going on with this third party, with this mentorship, with this partnership is closing. It seems like it's leaning now more into a state of like competition and seeing expansion of your ideas and how it is you're looking at this situation, and wanting to, like, again, still prepare for the worst. But what we really need to see is some forward movement. Oh goodness, yeah, we're not moving forward. Chalice or Chariot in reverse. For some reason, you are not letting this go. I don't know why you're not letting this go, but you're not letting this go. I don't know if it's just like Scorpio's stubbornness or what. The Fool card, you're taking a leap of faith. I just dropped a card. Let me see what you're taking a leap of faith on. This is a weird card. I dropped it. I'm just going to set it over here because I don't really know where that goes. And I don't really know if it's involved in what it is that we're talking about here. So we have a Seven of Chalice, or we have the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is just about forward movement. Literally, like, you could be moving places, you could be buying a new car, transportation. It's expansion of like where you are at. But it's in reverse here, indicating that, like, you're not getting out, you're not like leaving the situation behind, but you are taking a leap of faith. After that, we get an Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which is usually like, yes, it's hard work and investment and time and energy, but here it's like, it seems a little bit like you might be trying to, are my cards upside down? They are not. Oh my goodness. Okay. You're taking a leap of faith, but it seems like you're trying to take a leap of faith towards the easy route. Hate to say it, but towards the easy route, and that, like, you feel like your choices are limited. Like, you don't feel like you have as many options as you should. What is going on with that? Knight of Pentacles. So you're getting some support. You're kind of riding off of what you think you have left. and seeing like what can you do with that, with like your limited supply of maybe emotional availability and ability to invest, and like trying to form a new connection, trying to form a new idea. Judgment. Okay, now we're getting a rebirth. It took a while to get there though. There's a lot of like stagnant energy. I might as well go ahead and put this in here. There's a lot of stagnant energy showing up towards the end of this and this outcome of what's going on with this new moon in Scorpio for you. I'm going to need for you though, Scorpio, like the easiest thing that I can tell you to do honestly is to let this situation go. Whatever it is that this partnership, this whatever it is that's not good for you, that's not supporting your mental health, like you gotta let it go. The sooner you let that go, the sooner there's space for more things to come in here. But I think also we gotta work on your self-esteem a bit and what you think you deserve. That Six of Pentacles, what you think you deserve in life, because there's a lot of self-doubt here. You know, there's a lot of like limitation and feelings of limitation coming out here. And it's just like, well, whatever I got, this skill set, this pentacle in my hand, I'm going to just run off with it. And hopefully it'll be enough to like start something new. And it's like, it is, you get the Judgment card, and that is a card about rebirth. But I don't know, maybe you don't feel heard, maybe you feel like it's too hard for you to speak up, but it is a card about rebirth. But like, my goodness, like you're worth so much more. You're worth so much more. I'm really sad that this situation has caused you to doubt yourself in this space where like you are settling for just okay instead of like king, empress, you know, just abundant energy. But hopefully this new, I'll pull one more. You get the Judgment card, you get a rebirth, you know, and surface level, yes, Judgment card is rebirth. Going a little bit deeper, Judgment card is around the circumstances, like the circumstances that were happening when you were, before you were born, and what was happening to your mother while she was pregnant with you. And usually I've seen this tied to there being feelings of being not wanted, and that has kind of carried on through your life of like constantly battling this unknown feeling of not being wanted. And so like this card comes up in the Judgment card to say that like you are wanted. The universe wants you here. That's why you were born. Like that's why you're here with us now. And helping you to align to that truth that like you are loved, you are valued, you are worthy of more. So let's get one more card and then I'm gonna stop because I'm just like pulling everything now. Temperance, balancing out your heart and your mind. I think you need a little bit more joy, and I definitely think you need a little bit more balance. There's definitely some off balance energy here, and the people and the situations and the circumstances that are causing you to be in this like suspicious space are causing you to have to behave in a way that's like not with integrity, where you can just be honest about how you feel, honest about what you think, honest about what you want, honest about like what you're experiencing. Those are not the type of situations and relationships or jobs that you need to be in. Those are not the spaces you need to be in, especially if they're reflecting back to you the circumstances that you experienced in your childhood, or that is a generational thing going on. If that's the case, like it's time for you to break that cycle. It's time for you to break that loop. And I know it's going to take a lot of courage. And I'm honestly not seeing enough courage here in your cards. I think that's really a space that's missing. But you're Scorpio and you've got Mars in Scorpio, and you've got to dig into this fire. You got to get this Ace of Wands energy, and you've just got to run with it. You know, hold on to that light, hold on to that wand, hold on to that will, that fire that's burning within you that says that like, I don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve these types of relationships. You don't deserve these types of interactions. Like, you deserve better. And your options, they might feel limited. They might look limited, but they're not. It's just you need to change your circumstances. You need to get out of this space. So I hope that you're able to take this with goodwill, and leave a comment down below and let me know, like, when you get this tower moment, when you get this revelation, that it's time for you to get out of this space. And let me know, like, what your plans are to move forward, because I believe in you. And I think that you will find this space where you feel loved and you feel worthy and you feel heard and you feel seen, and where you can get more of a balance between your heart and your mind, because your heart is really wanting that connection and your mind is telling you that this is not the connection for you, and it has been really hard for you to move on from this relationship or from this job or from this partnership. And I just need you to know that there's better out there for you, that's going to give you consistently this Queen of Pentacles support and care and nurturing, instead of this back and forth hot and cold that you've been experiencing. And that if you've been the person who's been hot and cold, just be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself about what it is that you want, and be honest with yourself about, like, how this isn't measuring up to that, and allow yourself to, like, let the tower fall. Okay? All right, that's going to be it for you, Scorpio. I love you. I do. I truly do. I'm just telling you what the cards say. But I love you. Things will get better. I'll see you later. Bye.